Anyhow, yeah, let's think. What has happened?
Um,
That's
again,
fun and fun.
something quite horrifying. So I've got
Your topic today is quite horrifying. Okay.
yes, mine is quite
What
horrifying.
okay. What's that girl's name, the new hero in Overwatch?
Shine, have you played her?
Zion. I have not played her yet. I have seen her clips though and her voice
She's
lines.
so
She's much
fucking
more
cool.
interesting now than she was previously. And I can appreciate why she looks the way she does, but I'll still stand on the point that I feel as though it is still a sneaky, underhanded way to throw designs that just look like
I like her more in game than I like her in the cinematic. Can I say?
yeah,
In the cinematic,
yeah,
she's weirdly human. She's got like a tongue and teeth and
that's
like
what I'm saying.
I don't know why, and she can move the face more than I would like her to be able to move the face. In game, the face don't move. That bitch stays
It don't move.
on. When she blinks, the eyes go like contract like
Yeah,
this.
like that's cool. Her voice lines are really cool. I like when she talks through her throat. I kind of like that. Like it's kind of apparent that like not a lot of people like her, but I
I
think that a
like
lot
how
of people like
manipulative
her.
she is.
She's very manipulative, but she also is like kind of a fucking weirdo
I like
in the best way
she's so
possible.
fun too. If you haven't played her, she is so much fun. You wouldn't like her though. She plays like a flanker. She's very like she's a burst them down type of person. I have hit people
Mm,
with motorcycles. It's awesome. I love her.
that is a good. That's nice. I like that.
I
I
like that
like that.
that was
That
added.
she
Yeah, that you can hit people with a fucking motorcycle in game.
has.
They're like, wait till you see me on my bike. And then I just throw a fucking and the motorcycle explodes. It's like a Reaper thing where you're like, where
Yeah.
is she getting these? Where you're like
No,
at a
literally,
certain
like
point,
where
she's
the
just
fuck did
blowing
she
up
just get that?
motorcycles. At least you know she's rich. Reaper just be doing that shit for the love of the game, no
No,
matter what.
I feel like I was talking about this on TikTok, but it was like I don't. They're like Overwatch twins to read this line between what's magic and what's technology. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll give them Omnics. The fact that Zenyatta floats with no
I
floating
think that's like
device is magic.
magnets or something.
That there's a magic from, and then Reaper's just throwing
There,
away guns and getting new ones. He's not. It's not like you're saying he's reloading them.
yeah,
He's
Reaper's
spawning
like
them.
I think on characters you have to suspend a level of disbelief. I understand Zenyatta. There's a lot of stuff in sci-fi where it's like, how is it floating? And they're like, it's super secret magnetic or
No, but
float technology.
even
It's
then,
not
I
that
hate that cop
crazy.
out. Even then, I hate that
I think,
cop out
well,
though.
if you
When
hate the
people,
cop out, you kind of hate the basis of sci-fi. Like
that's the
sometimes
thing.
you
But
just gotta let them say woo woo. It's woo woo.
there's
Sci-fi
certain times I'm
is.
like, I do like sci-fi, but it's like even I have this problem with Star Wars sometimes, where it's like, okay, I understand you want it to be like technology, and all, I understand you want it to be sci-fi. But there, everybody who's ever created anything sci-fi is vehemently against magic. They're like, no, no one we know uses magic. He floats. We're gonna figure out a way to explain that doesn't make any sense. But he just floats, and that's sci-fi. That's not magic. Magic's lame. You're dealing in magic still. You're just saying it's not in hopes that we're all like, yeah, no, they said it's not magic, so it's not magic. It's like, no, but you're still dealing in magic.
Well, I think there's a fundamental like sci-fi is just magic for like STEM niggas. It's like
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, but why do you hate the term magic so much?
I don't think I just
Oh,
think it's the point of the genre. I think you're having beef with the point of the genre. It's like if I was in fantasy and they were like this car moves because we're using like electricity magic. You could just say, "Well, that's just regular electricity," but it's like you're kind of like at that point you don't want the genre. You want a different genre.
like it, but I'm like at the same time. That's not. But the problem, what I would have it though, is when you talk to these people that deeply love the genre, if they would just like condemn to the point that half of the shit is like everybody's having to suspend disbelief about it. We're all just trying to act. We all just have to act like it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, no, I'm like there are some parts I'm like, it's not explainable, and you could just say that. Like you could just be like, ah, yeah, he's reached nirvana so much that he can just float omnipotently. I'm like,
I don't
okay,
think that I think it's weird that Zenyatta's what's getting you. I don't know. I've never seen something float.
hard
Like
taking it.
Diva also flies. Why is it Zenyatta specifically that's
But
throwing
that
you
makes more
off?
sense. to me in the sense where it's like, well, yes, she flies, Farah flies, and Juno flies, but these are all people who have fly. These are
Well,
all beings that have
Jetpack Cat's
mechanisms.
also floating.
She has mechanisms for that.
Well, you don't know. You've never
Literally,
seen him with his pants off. It's not like he's walking around with his robot balls out.
yeah,
And then he's got magnetic balls floating around him. Why is the idea that he's
that's
floating
what
off the
I'm saying.
ground that's
That's what
pushing
I'm
you
saying.
past it?
He is magical in nature.
That's just not, I just don't understand why that's magical to you.
That's just magical. There's
Why?
a low. His resting is
They
just
have
flowing.
floating
When
cars on maps.
List mechanism showing other pony.
Why do you need to see the mechanism?
When he breathes, he goes up and down.
Yeah.
Every time of being.
That implies more of a mechanism than if he was standing stock still.
I just don't think
When
so.
has a plane ever stood completely still?
I just don't think so. I think it's cool. I'm not against
I don't sometimes you get so obsessed with like a specific thing, and I just don't get why it's hard on you. Zenyatta's a robot. Why do you need to explain that he has maybe like a fan in his butt? You need them to pull it down and show you.
Exactly. I just think that sometimes it's like, yeah, it's fantastical.
We've got literal soul dragons. I thought you were gonna bring up the soul dragons floating around everywhere in the like mystical fox girl.
You kept asking,
but Zenyatta's where you because Zenyatta's a ridiculous one.
You cornered me here.
I'm just asking you to explain yourself. I haven't cornered you shit.
You have. You're like, well, I don't understand why Zenyatta in particular. So now I have to keep talking about Zenyatta.
Because it's a ridiculous one to start with, and you know it. If you had said Kiriko, I would have been here like, okay. Zenyatta's an actual robot.
That's what I'm going to get to. I'm like, okay, Hanzo's just summoning a dragon out of an arrow. We're like, that's not magic.
It's, what is it? Like Kiriko's dad makes a weapon that reads his soul? You can just say it's magic, bro. Like, what the concept of a soul exists in Overwatch? You guys wrote yourselves into a wall with Genji and Hanzo.
Hilarious. I'm like, some stuff I'm like, okay, guys, I understand you want it to be like sci-fi, and I understand, and I'm going to suspend the belief for some things. But we're not just going to say that we're just spawning the spirits of the ancient ones, and that's not magic.
You can see them moving around, like they come out of his fucking tattoo. What's going like? And they're like, it's light magic, not there. It's light technology, not brother. That's a dragon.
That's a whole dragon.
That is. He has a dragon.
He's almost a sentient being. He moves with his own
like it's a pet. Like it's a pet. Like he that's his little guys he holds around like a labubu. Like, what are we doing? Kiriko can pet hers. It reacts to her touching it. Are we saying that that's not an entity? That is not a spirit?
She's spawning a motorcycle right out of thin air. And we're just going to say, oh, no. It's recall.
Okay, brother. No. Okay. You can just say the Japanese have mythical orient like powers. I was gonna say orientalist.
I know.
But I stopped at a bad spot, I will admit. It did sound like I was about to say some crazy shit. I stopped at a bad spot in the word.
I was about to say, oh damn. I was like, we just found our first cut of the episode.
No. This weird Orientalism where the Japanese have mystical powers and then nobody else. No one else.
Guys.
And if it helps you, Zenyatta's also like vaguely of the Tibetan monk variety. He's from what? Nepal? So he's Nepalese.
If you're Asian, you have magic.
If you're
Asian, you have magic.
You see how they were getting on Mizuki for not being able to climb walls? That's actually just a power the Japanese have. You wouldn't understand it. Hazard has it, and he's half white, but Mizuki doesn't, which proves that his soul isn't pure. We knew this. We've been new. That's what you get for creating a Valorant twink. They come out evil. But our beautiful, big, strong, half Japanese bears, they absolutely dominate. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. But Cheyenne is cool. Cheyenne's cool as hell.
She is cool. I do like her.
I
I do
did
like her.
like her.
Well, we'll fall into it. We'll fall into it.
Okay, I
We
want
never
to
did our.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Don't do this to me.
Go ahead.
We never did. We never did our top 10 anime ranking.
We didn't do top 10. Do you want me to pull up a tier list right here, right now? Right. You don't need this many. You just don't.
No.
Okay. We got peak, good, watchable, eh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if we
Yeah.
got, I like actually. And
Yeah.
then we're going to say bad. And then we're going to have a tier for
And
didn't watch. If we've both not watched it, wow. Elite LARP from us.
Elite Larp. Our favorite. We have a good one to start off with. The
Full
first
Metal
one on the list.
Alchemist. If it's
Pretty cute.
Brotherhood, it's there. If it's just Full Metal Alchemist, it's watchable.
Watchable. But let's just go with that as Brotherhood.
Brotherhood's
Let's just
objectively the
say
best one. I wonder if we'll get into any arguments because I think we're gonna start.
that.
Hunter x Hunter.
Oh,
I think it's good. I don't think it's peak. I
okay.
never connected with it.
I agree. I agree. No. I do love Hunter x Hunter. I don't think it's a peak anime though. I love it. I think it's good to watch. I don't think it's peak though.
That's fair. It's never gonna
Yeah.
end either.
No.
Never. It is never this bitch is never going to end.
No. It's really over. And the manga continues, but Kurapika is the lead, and I love Kurapika, don't get me wrong. But
Who
I just personally just
who wanted
don't
that?
care to watch Kurapika. What is this?
This is Attack on Titan.
Oh, peak, of course.
You're going peak? That's fair. I see. That's fair. I think a lot of my frustration with Attack on Titan is with the fans more than the actual show.
And that's really valid.
I just don't I think if you unironically go around going Aaron was in the right, you should probably like not be allowed to watch
And
TV.
here's the thing.
I don't know if you have the brain power.
I don't know why why things can't be a depends. Like that same, like what it says, people saying things so definitively. I truly think it just depends. I think if you think for a second, feel like, oh no, like a 19-year-old boy who's already unstable is not going to make rational decisions. You can begin there and then go down the list of rationality and what you would have done and understand he should not have done what he had done. And that was not the better solution, even if that's the only solution he thought possible. That doesn't make it the best one that we had. You can say a couple of things exist at once. You can like him as a character and understand that he's deeply flawed, and the fact that people don't understand how that works in fandoms like it amazes me to this day.
No one can ever be like, sometimes things are bad, but you can understand why it's done. Everyone's gonna be like, no, this was like the
Right.
best idea he's ever had ever. Yeah, buddy,
Like, no,
you're wrong. Oh,
you're
okay.
wrong.
You're just wrong, bud, and it's okay. That's okay. We got Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man's really good. Chainsaw Man's real good.
I've not watched it, so I'm going to defer to you.
Chainsaw Man's really good, and it's this like, if you're looking for a story about a boy whose trauma makes it so that he very rarely makes the right decision, even though he's consistently given the option to maybe try to make the best decision. And if you want to see a traumatized boy get repeatedly groomed by the stronger people around him, then you'd watch Chainsaw Man. But if you want to see someone like a good heartfelt story that ends in a positive way and everyone's worked toward being better people, you don't watch Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man's good. Chainsaw Man's good. If Max was here, he'd kill us though, because he loves Chainsaw Man.
Well, good thing he's not here.
Yeah, and he fucking hates everyone who hates the ending. He really does. I'm so sorry.
Dragon Ball.
I love
here's
Dragon
what I'm
Ball.
Say,
where are you putting it?
Because if my brothers find this video and I put this somewhere lower, they will kill me. What I'll say is, I think it's pure nostalgia.
Same.
It is watchable. I can sit down and watch it. I have watched some of it.
I can't rewatch it. I've tried to rewatch it. I cannot rewatch it.
The storyline for me is not there. I love fighting anime. You know I love me a good
Mm-hmm.
shonen. I love it down. The story is not there,
It
frankly.
just
There's not.
Dragon Ball's good when you're 15. When
It's
you're like,
excellent
it
when
was the
you're
first
15.
anime I ever watched, I'd argue. I loved Dragon Ball as a kid. Dragon Ball becomes less good when you're 20. Dragon Ball
Yeah.
becomes a less good show when you're 20. I love it off of pure nostalgia alone. If I hadn't seen it at 15, eh. But because I
Mm.
have, strongly watchable.
One was awful.
It's like you're never going to go back and diss on the fact that Dora the Explorer didn't have good plot progression. You know what I'm saying?
Very valid.
Tokyo Ghoul. Have you watched Tokyo Ghoul?
I have seen some of Tokyo Ghoul. My best friend's gonna kill me. I've seen some of it.
Let me explain to you
I
something. Right? Tokyo Ghoul, if it had stuck to what it was doing when it first came out, would be absolutely peak. Tokyo Ghoul after season 1 is bad, which gives it a solid eh.
solid. Yeah,
Eh.
right.
Oh my god. I used to stay up to watch Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul was so good. And then it was
I've
so
seen
bad.
I've seen like the first 4 episodes, and I was like, "Oh, this is good." But I was in around a time when I was watching anime, where I was just watching so many, and I was like, "I'll just finish this one later." I never did.
And you shouldn't. And you shouldn't. It is such a disappointing. If anything, I would just recommend reading the manga. It is such a disappointing
Mm,
thing because the first season, I genuinely loved Tokyo Ghoul. You tell me, ask me what as a child when this was coming out, which I thought was going to end up a better show, Tokyo Ghoul or like Attack on Titan. I would have told you Tokyo Ghoul without a doubt. I loved Tokyo Ghoul, and
oh
then it
wow,
bombed. It
mm,
bombed.
that's so
Garbage.
sad.
Absolute garbage. Okay,
Now you
Baruto.
haven't seen this one.
No, I don't.
Go
You know,
ahead
I
and
don't interact with Naruto as a record
just
label
go.
or a staff.
If we had a section underneath bad, that's where the show belongs. Okay,
Okay. Well,
here's
you
what
want
I'll
me to
say.
make a Baruto category?
Here's what I'll say here. Here's what I'll say, okay? I understand the plot point. Okay. Imagine this Naruto, boy who has nothing, gains everything. Gains power, respect, notoriety, family, brotherhood, everything. Well, of course, the sequel is going to be he has a kid and the kid loses everything. Of course, right? Because that's how stories work. Boruto is a brat. He's not a good main MC. I rather had Sasuke's kid become the MC. He sucks. He's not a good ninja. I don't fuck with it. He's a brat. He's always complaining that Naruto isn't home. And Naruto be home, but Naruto's also the Hokage. So I don't know why. Maybe, mind you, he's not like 5 in this anime. Boruto's like Naruto's age when Naruto begun when we meet him in the original anime. So he has understanding that his father probably won't be in the house 24/7. And so much shit goes awry. He is the like cause of many things going terribly wrong because he won't listen to anybody. It's just the whole thing is so to watch it after Naruto and to see all the work and strife we had to go through to get to this point, then to come in and just watch Naruto fuck it all up
Damn.
is so tragic. And I wish I could say that some of it's good writing because all of this could be true and it could still be excellent writing. That's not the case. Frankly, the fandom has decided that this show isn't real.
Oh, okay.
Of all,
Okay. You want we make a new poll and it's just called Baruto?
you can make one called "This is not real."
How do
This
I
is not
add
canon.
a no thing to it? I don't even know. We're cooked, babe. I don't know how to add a new tier.
It's okay. That's all right. Just put it in bad, and we know what bad means.
We
But
know
the
what bad
fandom has
means.
decided that Boruto is simply is not canon.
That's hilarious. Objectively hilarious.
Um,
My Hero Academia is objectively good. Can I say?
yeah,
Can I just say it's good. Everyone's dunking on it because it got really popular during the 2020 era where everyone was out of their mind and losing it inside. We were all crazy. You would act like My Hero Academia fans were specifically crazy? Yeah, they were. but we were all losing it a little bit.
Losing it,
We
yeah.
were all losing it. But
Okay, here's what I'll say. It was I used to wait for My Hero Academia to come out. I love My Hero Academia. I love the concept. I love the anime. I love the main MC. Love the anime. It does tend to fall. It's later seasons. It falls from greatness, but
that's
it doesn't
fair.
fall to bad. It falls to okay. So I'd say as a whole, on the average, it's good.
It's a good show. It is good. Watchable would imply that it's a slog, and I think you can say something about later seasons. But objectively,
Yeah,
it's just a good show. It's just pretty decently
yeah,
well written. The animation is pretty consistently good. It's good.
it's good.
It's fine. It's good. Neither of us have hit Bungo Stray Dogs, I think, which is crazy because I was
No,
incredibly mentally ill in high school.
that One Piece. No.
No, what's this? I mean, Van Helsing. Van Helsing's is.
Oh no.
I mean, Van Helsing. Where else would you put Van Helsing?
Yeah.
It's just really good. It's just Fire Force. Have you seen Fire Force?
Okay, here's what I'll say about this. Fire Force is the prequel to Soul Eater, which is my favorite anime of all time. One of
And
my
Fire
favorite
Force
anime
is
books.
incredibly disappointing if you've seen Soul Eater.
Yes, Fire Force is and when I say sad in every sense of the word, it hurts the heart. And I tried to get through it. I simply can't make it to the end. And I was so disappointed because I heard that it was a world precursing Soul Eater. And I was like, bro, Soul Eater's gas. Fire Force,
Fire
not so
Force
much.
insults your intelligence. I watched that
Yeah.
scene where they were like, she gets naked because she's the goddess of fertility. And I was sitting there the whole time and I was like, you think I'm stupid.
You think I'm dumb.
You think my brain is in my butt cheeks. You think I shake my ass and I give myself a concussion. You will not play in my face. You will not.
You can just decide that haiku goes somewhere. Like, we don't need the, you know.
Haikyuu is peak. Anyone who says Haikyuu isn't peak is lying to themselves. Haikyuu is objectively, it's just a good. God, I love Haikyuu. Nothing makes me feel like Haikyuu makes me feel. I don't know if it
I
hit
love.
me at such a perfect time, but when I watch it, it makes me cry every single time.
I think haiku for me. I'll always mourn my Twitter. My Twitter was the funniest place on the internet for a long time. But I miss the fandom. They're fucking crazy, the people in the
Hmm.
fandom. It is insane to watch them interact.
You know
And
what?
I watched haiku. I started haiku in a place I was very vulnerable in
Yeah.
quarantine. And so when I rewatch clips now, I feel like I'm being brought back to the something place.
No, it does drag me to a point of emotional turmoil that no other anime can bring me to.
Yeah.
Haikyuu and Banana Fish. I watched Banana Fish at a
Oh
bad
yeah.
time in
Yeah.
my life,
Yeah.
and it made me
Banana
cry
Fish.
so hard I couldn't watch anything else. They don't have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on here, bro. Who made
Oh wow.
this?
Yes. Banana Fish coming at the same or like being popularized at the same time as Mr. Loverman was devastating for the TikTok community, bro.
I mean, Banana Fish. Oh my god. I cried at every single emotional. They played me like a fiddle, Banana Fish. They played me like a fiddle. I can't even talk about it anymore. I can't even think about it. Let's go. Let's go to. You're a Naruto girl. Where are you putting Naruto in this
I
list
love
ranking?
Naruto. It's of my firm opinion. It's not just nostalgia for me that Naruto is peak. The storylines are peak. The writing is peak, and I will stand by
Oh.
that. I'll stand by it. Now there are things that do not age well, and there we are dealing with an anime list here that if we took that into account, we'd be in a deep dark place because a lot of the older anime
Don't hold up
does.
and are probably just watchable.
No, no, no. Now I'm not going to say that because you've not watched all of Naruto, so you can't
I've
inform
not
an
watched any
opinion.
of Naruto. I
That's what I'm
fuck
saying.
Naruto as a record label and as motherfucking staff. Like I
You have
I
not seen Naruto, so you
refuse. You're not getting me.
you cannot rank it. But what I'll say is, okay, I'll say this here, right? I'm gonna say for most anime fans, Naruto is probably peak, depending on when you watched it. Now, here's what I'll say: if you started like Full Metal or Attack on Titan or like Van Helsing or like I mean even Vinland Saga. If this is your first introduction to anime, Naruto's gonna be a little rough for you in the beginning for a long, long
Mm-hmm.
time. It's rough. There's a lot of filler in there. There's a lot going on. But what I'll say is the main battles and the storyline and the Western Postal Arc is good. Good. Good anime. Good main MC. Peak. I'm keeping it at peak.
I believe that you believe that, and I can't fight you, so I will allow it to. This is called King of something. You think it's like watchable or good when you're watching it, and then you realize that the people that they that this is a weird propaganda machine to diss South Koreans and treat them like they are monster animals who
What?
do not appreciate the magic and the the things that the Japanese gave them. And you get a little weird feeling every time you watch it. You think it's just a cute little moment. It's not a cute little thing. It's weird. I think I should pull it up. I don't know how to pull it up. I'm telling you right now, it is unironically propaganda to diss South Koreans for not appreciating what the Japanese gave them. I
I
wish I was
believe you.
joking. I wish I
I
was
believe you.
joking because I watched a lot of this show. I thought it was pretty okay-ish. Nothing to write home about. It wasn't going to change your life, but oh my god. The moment you realize that, you can see it and you can't unsee it. It's just there the whole time. Okay, Baki. You're a Baki
See,
girl.
I'm not gonna say that. Now, what I'll say is I've seen some of Baki and I enjoyed what I watched, but I have not finished Baki, so I cannot be informed to say if it's either in the good section. I'm gonna say it's good. From what I've seen, it was good. It wasn't just watchable; it didn't drag. I cannot attest if it becomes very bad later, and I cannot attest if it's supposed to be peak. I did
Baki
not say it
has
was peak.
such good meme material.
It has excellent material.
Everything I've seen from Baki are memes, and it's so good. That's so fucking stupid. Okay. Have you watched Cyberpunk 2077?
No,
Gas.
yeah.
Absolute gas. Oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. It's oh my god. It did create a character whose by her very existence makes me deeply uncomfortable, but the storylines I really loved, the character
You gotta have
progression I
that sacrifice.
loved. Like I wanted to like her, but she just her very existence made me so, and then she was just always there and you couldn't escape her in a way. I didn't like her. I can't even say that I was really connected with the romance in that one in Cyberpunk either. But it takes a lot for me to care about an anime romance because I think they're often very underdeveloped and a bit boring. But I think everything around it is really good and I really enjoyed it. I think it was peak. Absolute peak. Vinland Saga. Have you seen Vinland Saga?
Now I've seen some of this now. I've seen some of this.
Vinland
I've
Saga is
not
the
finished
best.
it.
Oh my god. If you ask me
Now
to
My brother he's been holding a Glock to my head
you
for a
gotta
long
Leah,
time.
you've gotta watch Vinland Saga, Leah.
I know,
You want
I
a
know.
show that connects to the same place in my heart that I will say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood did? Vinland Saga
Oh,
is
no,
that for me.
I know you're really talking now.
This shit changed my life. It is the best thing ever. I
I
mean,
believe you. I've heard great things. I've only heard great things. I've never heard
there's
anything
nothing
bad
but
about it.
great
I
things.
believe you.
There's not.
I
The
believe you.
first season is the best revenge quest you will ever see put to paper. It is sad and it is frustrating and it is weirdly bittersweet in the end. It is beautiful. It is a gorgeous development of a revenge quest ever. The second season, oh my god. There are a lot of people who watched the first season didn't like the second season because the second season isn't as violent, doesn't center around like his revenge quest. It's like finding yourself after all of that, right?
Okay.
Objectively, where it just like puts itself into the fucking gear. It's like, I know what I came here to say. I know what story I came to tell about like violence and moving on and accepting a life of
Mm.
peace. It knows what story it wants to tell when it starts the fucking story, and it says, I'm gonna tell you the story, you're gonna sit down, you're gonna fucking listen. And I listened and I loved and I learned and I loved. One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say.
Ooh, hit
This
him.
anime is so it's supposed to be stupid. It's never probably gonna be finished. But it was the first anime that I watched all the way through. And so I have an air of nostalgia about it, but I don't think that it's supposed to be good.
You don't think? I think it's
I
objectively pretty good. I'm really
I think I
disappointed
really
by
like it.
season two's animation, but I think the
This is
story's
true.
pretty good.
I think the story's very good, but I don't know if that's just because it's the first anime I watched. So
I think
I
I
think
would.
I'm going to go with good.
You want to do good because I was gonna do good. I was gonna say One Punch
This
Man
is
is
good.
objectively good. One Punch
I
Man is
li-
so
I
good.
kind of love it. I love Saitama. I don't care. Most anime can win me over if I really, really like the main MC. Because I find that a lot of anime, I fall into this trap where I hate the main MC and I'm forced to get crumbs of the side cast.
Yeah,
And that's not the case here.
that sucks. That sucks when the main MC sucks. But I think Saitama is very endearing.
I like them.
I liked every side character and whatever weird quirk they gave us.
It's true.
Demon Slayer. Can I give a controversial opinion?
Oh, you're about to do something loco, aren't you?
I think it's just watchable. Demon Slayer does not set my
It
heart
doesn't.
ablaze.
It doesn't set your heart ablaze.
It doesn't. It's so generic and I think if Demon Slayer's like art wasn't so good, it would
Right.
not be, it's still not really discussed if you think about it. You think about all these animes, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Attack on Titan. You think about Hunter x Hunter. You think about how these animes are still being discussed today. Demon Slayer doesn't have that kind of pull. It's just a very basic, it's well written shonen,
And I hate to say you're right.
but it's not
I'm gonna
life
say you're right.
changing.
And that's why I'm comfortable with saying good, because neither is One Punch Man. One Punch Man's not life changing. You can go your entire anime career without watching it, but it's a good serviceable anime. It's a good anime to watch. I think that Demon Slayer is a good enough shonen.
You
I
want to
don't think it's
know?
just watchable. I don't think it drags. I like the
I think
characters.
there is one character
He is kind of
specifically
whiny.
who makes it drag.
He's kind of whiny, but but
Oh no,
I
Tanjiro,
think
not
it's good.
Tanji, not my Tanjiro. That nigga Zenitsu. If I could hang him up and lynch that little bitch, oh my god, I hated him. Every time he was on screen, I was unexplainably angry. He made it so annoying to watch through because every other character I found I was able to stomach, but when he was on screen, I
Mhm.
couldn't escape him. He was insufferable. I took an anime that would have been just fine, and to just like I was like sitting there and I was gritting my teeth and I was like, no one enjoys this, right? You are not watching Zenitsu and going, this is a character I like. Could not stand him.
I can't argue. I can't argue this. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I think it goes just above watchable. I don't think that it's just watchable. Because I'm not putting Demon Slayer in the same category as fucking Dragon Ball. In my opinion, that's not real.
I think if Dragon Ball came out today, it, would it be as memorable?
I can't fight you on this. I can't fight you on it. I'm not a diehard Demon Slayer fan to be. I'm sorry, them boys. The songs of my people are outside. If you can hear that.
If you want to put it in good, I'll put it in good, but it just no, I'm doing it with gritting my teeth.
I'm saying
I
I'm
don't
not
agree.
diehard enough to care one way or the other where you put this, but I think that it's good. I don't think it's just watchable, but
I'll put it there, but I don't agree.
I think there's like a fucking engine that just parked outside my apartment.
And then we got Death Note, which is, I mean, where else do you put Death Note? I will say it's been a little too much time with the after L death, and let's be honest, those are probably most people's like least favorite moments of the anime. But the build up, the character development, everything's really good. It's just a
I,
good
I
written
wasn't here.
show.
I wasn't bad. I don't know if you heard me.
Huh?
But I'm back. What are we talking about?
Your opinions on Death Note,
Okay.
milady?
I think Death Note's pretty good. I like Light. He's a freak weirdo. I like freak
I
weirdos.
love freak weirdos. And I like freak weirdos specifically if I can like see them get hit a bit. And I like that he just starts getting fucked with toward the end of it all.
Yeah. He's not, he doesn't win.
And that's the best part about having a freak weirdo you love is watching them get put in their fucking place. So objective. I mean, you could argue. I mean, how do you argue that this is anywhere else? Is the question.
Yeah.
Spy X Family. It's watchable.
I haven't seen all of this, but
Spy
I
X
believe it's what I've
Family's
seen is
yeah,
watchable.
it's just a generic found family, slice of life. Nothing to write home about, nothing to cry about, nothing to be upset about.
Mm.
It's just a okay show. You watch it. You're not going to I doubt it's changed anyone's life, but it's nice.
In One Piece. I'm 60 episodes into One Piece.
That's basically like not watching One Piece.
Exactly. One Piece drags. I hate the way they tell stories. I hate that one fight lasts 10 episodes. I hate how long each new character joins the crew. I think Luffy's a great MC. I think it has great potential. I think the way that they've written it makes it impossible to enjoy unless you don't have a job or hobbies. With that being said, I won't put it in bad because it's not bad. And it is, in fact, watchable, but I think it's intended to be peak, but it simply cannot be that way with the way in which it's written. So I'm gonna go with watchable.
Oh, this is controversial. They might kill us. It's just I don't know if I'm connected I've actually actively I've watched like 14 episodes of One Piece and I said to myself, I said it genuinely, I refuse to do this to myself. There's a thing in a lot of male hobby spaces where some of the enjoyment is from suffering through absolute shit. I will not. If I'm sitting down to watch a show, I better enjoy the show. I'm not like clenching my jaw through 1,000 fucking episodes of the same, and half of them are the same fight. I refuse, and it's still going. The dude's gonna die before he finishes the show, and I'm not putting myself through that just to not get to the ending. I'm not doing it.
It's annoying. And here's what I'll say is everybody's gonna be like, you love Naruto, but you don't like One Piece. And to that I say that you're a fool. Because yeah, Naruto does do flashbacks. A good fight on Naruto does not last 10 episodes, and I'm not fucking with you. That is the case on One Piece. It is impossible. They show the entire episode will be the same scene at different angles. It's impossible, man. And I can sit through filler. I've watched all of Naruto, no skips. One Piece is a different beast altogether. That's a different problem altogether. That I can't be
The
confronted to
pacing's
try to
so
finish without
bad.
them.
They have a show to fix the pacing. There's a separate show to fix the pacing. Do not play in my fucking face. I hate when shows waste my time. That is one thing I will never like. I don't like it when you waste my time. If you think that my time is not worth actually respecting it and doing it right, I will not watch you.
I agree.
I will not. Black Clover, one of my favorites. It's bad. Black Clover is so bad, man. It's so terrible, but I love it. I think everyone should watch at least season 1 of Black Clover, which I know is asking a lot because I think season of Black Clover is like in the 40s in terms of episodes. It's a long season. Black Clover is so bad that I think if you put together a show that was just generic as possible, anime tropes, and put them together and you could not get a show as generic and terrible as Black Clover. I love it. Every second of it, I love. Yami, I adore. Like Asa, I adore. I loved Noelle. I love all of them. I love Black Clover. I love it so much. It is a terrible show. It is shonen slop. It is slop for piggies. And I am a pig, baby. That's how I feel about Black Clover, which I know you haven't watched. You and Taylor haven't watched, but I have, and I love.
Believe you.
I love
here
it.
comes I don't know if you're gonna put where you're gonna put this. Here's what I'll say.
Okay.
I've watched the first like season of this, and I've done my due diligence on the clips
Okay.
of the show. And what I'll say is what I've seen, I have enjoyed. And what I'll say is the first season was a very, very that was a bait and switch right there.
Yeah.
We were getting into something that we didn't know was gonna happen. And I can yield the belief system for what I watched that it's good. Now Naya has watched more of it than I have.
I've read the
So
entire manga.
yeah.
I think it's good.
Okay.
JJK is pretty decent. I'm frustrated with some of the writing. I'm always going to be frustrated with some of the writing. I've ranted about it multiple times. There are specific arcs that I just feel like weren't like, I don't know. It felt like he just wanted it to be over. And it felt like
Mm,
he was just fucking around in there. But I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's probably going to turn into a classic for this generation, specifically just because it just feels like a very good show. It's very solid.
mm,
It's like when you look back on, I'm trying to think about an anime I watched as a kid that I look back on. Kill la Kill. You look back on Kill la
mm,
Kill, you go, there were some parts of this that probably weren't as developed as they should have been. Or Akame ga Kill.
yeah.
But objectively, watching this, you've probably like you're gonna see if this is your first anime and you're like a young 15-year-old. This is a good place to start. It is objectively just a good anime. Nobara was my favorite character, and she got absolutely shafted. So I started getting very angry very quickly with with JJK.
Mm.
But if Nobara is not your favorite character, or the if man himself, Megumi, then you're probably gonna have a good time. Objectively, Mashal. Have you watched Mashal?
Nope.
Watchable.
Possible.
It's my. I have the same. I have no beef with Mashal. It's the same thing with Kill. They have an absolutely insane opener. I don't know if you've heard it. It's really good. It's a really good opener. But it's the same thing with Spy X Family, where it's just like nothing to write home about, nothing to get upset about. You watch it, you finish it, you're like, yeah, this is good. It's just
Okay.
pretty decent. It's fine. It's watchable. I watched it. Promise Neverland. Have you seen?
I have
Have you
seen
seen?
exactly one episode of this.
Yeah, Leah, I think you might be a LARPer.
I have seen exactly one episode. And here's why. Here's why. This show like came out during the height of me liking anime. I watched one episode and I know that one episode everybody loves and they're like, man, you're gonna love the rest of this
Because it was
anime.
really
I was like, I'm
good.
not really interested. Not really
Really.
interested in it. Yeah.
The first
I was
episode
like,
of Promise Neverland did nothing for you.
I'm not saying it did nothing. Don't put me in this spot. I've already had some controversial takes today. But what I'll say is, during the time in which I was watching it, I just felt like I had better stuff to finish. So I have not seen the rest.
I loved season 1 of Promise Neverland. And if Promise Neverland had kept to Promise Neverland the manga, Promise Neverland would not even have a question of being right here. Wouldn't be a
Mm-hmm.
question. But it didn't do that, did it? It really didn't do that. And in not doing that, the general consensus with Promise Neverland is you watch the first season and then you pretend like it doesn't exist. Because that first season is
That's
so
almost
solid, so well
okay.
written, so good. And the season after that is so shit from ass, so garbage, so disjointed, so confused in the
Because
story
you
it
say
wants
stuff
to
like that,
tell.
and you're like, yeah, you should go back and finish it. And I'm like, but why?
Because
If I
season
know
one
I'm
is one of the best written mysteries you will ever, and escape attempts you will ever see put to screen. That's why, just because something doesn't end well doesn't mean the parts in between weren't good. The first season of Promise Neverland is objectively, if it had just been that, it would have been remembered as one of the best seasons of a show ever. The fact that
okay,
season 2
all
is
right.
bad does not separate it. I'm saying this as someone, you watched The Pit. The Pit season 2 is not that good. It is eh. I'm saying, ow, oh my god, I just brushed my fucking belly button piercing. Oh my god, oh my,
We're both fresh piercing to us right now. We're
it
so
hurt.
alternative and cool.
I'm in so much genuine constant pain, Leah. Whenever I knock it, I feel like I'm about to rip it out of me. But it's like, I don't know, man. Would I recommend the Pit season 2 to someone? Not really. Would I recommend the Pit season 1 every single time someone asked? It's like sometimes the
Okay,
bit that's
I'll watch.
good is pretty decent.
You know what? Here's also a large problem a lot of things have, not just anime,
Oh my
but
god,
sometimes when you make something so beautiful, you will always fall short the next season. And
uh
I think the only anime, well, not the only, but the one of the only animes I can think of that this should not happen, and even still is kind of arguable. It's like it's like Full Metal Alchemist. Even Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, I watched in one day. The second season of Attack on Titan, I binged in one day. And with this being said, I love it. I'll always have it near dear to my heart. I think there are a lot of people that like you get to like the later seasons of Attack on Titan and they start to kind of fall. And I'm saying this, even though I think the show is peak. I think the writing is peak. I think sometimes things slow down. I think a couple of arcs slow down. And I don't think that's the case with Full Metal Alchemist. And that's why it reigns number one to me. It reigns over Naruto, in my opinion. I love Naruto down. But there are parts of Naruto that are like, this is not. I'm watching this in hopes that after this will be better again, and it is. But a lot of shows fall victim to that, where it's like the beginning is really really excellent, and then they cannot keep it up.
yeah, I don't know what the problem is. I think I genuinely don't know why it gets like that, and I can't tell you. I'm just telling you. Sometimes it's good to watch the good bit and accept that the bad bit exists. I
This
like
is true.
there's nothing else I can say. The first season of Promise Neverland, I don't really like the art style, but the show as a
I
whole is
believe,
just really
I
really
believe that.
good. It's just good.
Bleach,
Bleach. I've not watched Bleach, and I
and
it's
this is
one of
what
those
makes
shows I
you a
refuse to
larper,
watch.
and this is why you're a larper because
Oh,
you have not seen any of the big three. Basically,
I
here's
have
what
not
I'll say about
seen
Bleach.
any of the big three. What are the big three again? It's what? It's Bleach, Naruto, and then what's the third one? One Piece. I haven't seen any of them, and I will not.
Here's what I'll say about Bleach. Okay, my brothers. Just another thing that my brothers are gonna kill me on. I like Bleach a lot. I really do. I think the first couple like arcs of Bleach are really good. I like the concept of Bleach a lot. The art style is so hazy. You think you're in a dream watching the entire thing. So, and I know this just because it's an old anime, but it's like dreamy. It's like first season RuPaul's Drag Race, like Vaseline filtered, like dreamy. And it's like the pacing isn't the best sometimes, but he fights good people. And here's the problem: have you ever seen Sword Art Online?
Yes, I have. Yes, I
So
have. I've
Sword
watched
Art
the
Online.
entirety of Sword Art Online.
Bleach, Bleach is not this bad, and I'll say that now before anybody gets mad at me. But this sometimes is how Bleach feels because he does win and he does have great defeats. But the times when he has no idea what he's doing to when he's got to what he's doing, it's not far enough. It's not far enough. It's not far enough. It feels like, oh, boy with the blade who doesn't know how to use, he's never even like touched a kitchen knife. Now he's God. That's how it feels watching Bleach sometimes. That's how it feels getting through the first couple seasons of Bleach. And that's too how it feels getting through the first season of Sword Art Online, where he's a guy who has nothing, and then we time skip, and all of a sudden he's
That nigga.
undefeated.
You know what?
And
Okay,
so
where would
I'll
you put
say
it?
Bleach is watchable. I'll say that Bleach is watchable.
This is
Some
so crazy. We've unironically got most of the most important foundational anime texts except for Naruto there. You do
here's what
understand this, right?
I understand, and what I'm saying that is watchable is, and what I think, and actually I don't think this is controversial because, like we just said, even though Bleach it does still have a fan base, I'm not saying it doesn't. One Punch Man is still going, not One Punch, One Piece is still going, so it's hard to be like they have their fan base is here. It is also contingent on the fact that they're still making episodes.
Niggas love
Dragon
One Punch
Ball
Man. They
Z,
will kill us.
not One Punch, One Piece. What I'm
Oh wait,
saying
One
is,
Piece. Yeah, that's what I meant. Niggas love One
yeah,
Piece. They will kill
One
us.
Piece, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Hunter x Hunter. These are animes that people still talk about to this day. People love Bleach, don't get me wrong. You're not going to see a whole lot of conversation about Bleach. You're not going to see a whole lot of mainstream
Do we
conversation
have
about.
recency bias?
I've watched the whole thing. I've watched it. It should
That's
be
fair.
all over the timeline. Naruto's on the time. It's on the timeline for me still to this day.
I think Full
and
Metal
I think
Alchemist
Naruto.
Brotherhood is still like one of the only like older ones we've got up here. But in defense of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, it stands the test.
It stands the time. Bleach just is hard, and Bleach has come out with new stuff. Bleach has new stuff coming out that's recent you can watch. And I love Bleach. I love the main MC. Don't get me wrong. The pacing is insane, and watching it feels like I'm telling you now, on your free time. You know how I'm not saying you watch Bleach. Watch the first 10 minutes of Bleach. You're gonna think that the prescription on your glasses is wrong.
Okay. Damn.
It's so hazy. It's like, oh my god. And they'll do like these like flashbacks where like monsters will come and like the whole screen will be like white and it's like I can't see. So difficult. And I love Bleach, don't get me wrong, the story. I love the concept in the story. You're not seeing a whole lot of people talking about Bleach on a day to day.
That's hilarious. And it's true. The only thing I know about Bleach is that Philza Minecraft's skin, the character he wears is from Bleach. But every time I see that character, I just think, Philza Minecraft?
Yes.
Okay, and then we have Dr. Stone, which I have personally watched and will continue to watch, even though I'll just say it, it's watchable. It's nothing to write home about. It's a bit of progression slop, but I like a little. You gotta have a little shit in your coffee to appreciate when it's pure, brilliant Italian cappuccino. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, you need someone to shit in your coffee, or you won't appreciate when you don't get shit in your coffee. This is good. It's not shit, but it's the same cup that the shit coffee was in. It's not Black Clover, right? But it's not Attack on Titan.
1 second, my soup came. Let me run down and grab that.
1 second, my soup has arrived. Yeah, we're on Akame Got Kill, and then one of my favorite animes to ever be put to we're going to talk about it when it gets here. Akame Got Kill is watchable for me. I actually haven't rewatched it in a minute.
I haven't rewatched in a while.
You don't realize how quick those niggas start dying off when they start dying off.
That's what I was about to say. It's sad, but it kind of stops being sad because
when every single character dies within an episode of each other, it's like
people are just dead.
Attack on Titan's got nothing on Akame Got Kill. You see some of these people in the front of this poster don't make it past episode 7. What am I supposed to do with that, Akame Got Kill? Even Banana Fish gave me a moment to care about the people.
Right.
I got to a point where I was like, what are we doing? I want to cry, but I just don't think I can. I don't think I'm sad. I don't know if I know you enough to be sad, my friend. I think you've been here for 2 seconds. And then half the time, if someone's going to die because they're in a whole episode, but that's the only time you've seen them for an entire episode. So it's like, okay, well, hi. Next, you haven't seen Mob Psycho 100.
I have.
But I have. It is the best thing ever!
Psycho.
Mob Psycho 100, Vinland Saga, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, my top 3 favorite animes. They are the best. They are the best things. And then like Haikyuu's there too to be top 4. If you want to say top 5, then you add Attack on Titan. Mob Psycho 100, if you want to see a story about Mob Psycho 100, if you want to see a story about a young boy with limitless power coming into his own as a human being outside of his powers and figuring out, like, gaining a family and saving the world and just being the best person there is and having amazing people behind him who always support him, and one of the saddest arcs ever put to fucking screen, Mob Psycho 100. Mob Psycho 100 makes me feel in a way that no other I just love Mob Psycho 100 so much. I got that feeling at the end of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood where I just was sad that it was over. Like, I wanted to see more of Mob. I wanted to see more of Mob. I wanted to see more of his friends and his family. I wanted him to hang out. That was my son. That was my son who I loved more than anything. I loved Mob Psycho 100. It is peak. It is so good. A story.
I
It's
have
just
also
so good.
seen some of my stuff on my 100. I have not finished it. I cannot say speak or not. I don't have this type of attachments to Mob Psycho.
Mob is
He's
my
just
son,
good for me. So
and
I will. You let me have Naruto, so you have Mob Psycho. Yeah,
I would, if you had seen it and you were like disagreeing, I would have come to your home and shot the place up. Like Mob Psycho
I have seen
100
some of it.
is
I have
peak.
not seen all of it.
It is it's so good. It is, oh my god. He put his whole dick ball pussy in there. And I just, God, I love it so much. I love it so much. Is this the final tier list? Are we?
Now, anime that aren't on here. Haiku, we're putting it at peak.
Haikyuu's so good. Yeah, Haikyuu's peak. Have you ever seen
Sasuke,
Psyche K? Psyche K is good.
Sasuke, Sasuke is so good. I don't know if I can put it as peak because it's
No.
such a nothing anime. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be for nothing. But because it's supposed anime's meant to be for nothing, it is peak. But anime period, it's good.
It's good. Delicious in Dungeon you haven't seen is already just so good. It's so good. The storyline, I'm already ready. I'm so ready for season 2 in a way that no one else is ready. I'm prepped, I'm spread, I'm ready. I'm ready
Food
for
Wars.
her. Food Wars is where are you putting Food Wars?
I would say if it wasn't for the fan service and the fact that you can't watch
The
it in
main
public,
thing,
yeah, it'd be good. But because of all of those things, if you're by yourself, it's watchable.
I put it at
You like it.
Food Wars, I watched with you guys, and then I didn't watch it alone because I was like, it did not set my heart ablaze. It's very funny to make fun of in front of a group of people, but when you're watching it alone, you're just stuck with Food Wars.
This is true, and that's not arguable.
Yeah, there's a what do you call it? Fuck, what do you call it? What do you call the reincarnation animes?
Oh, why can't I remember either?
Isekais. One of my favorite isekais is Super Cautious. That time a super cautious dude got reincarnated or something like that. It's a really long title. It's like super cautious person. That time someone got super cautious, got reincarnated, and you learn that it's like really good. I think it's good. I think it's unwatchable or good. I wouldn't call it the best thing. Yeah, I'll put it in watchable. It gives me the same feeling as Spy X Family, where it's like it's just a nice show to sit down and watch. You can watch all of it in a in a few hours. It's nothing crazy. I think it's just good. I think it's just a solid show. It'll make you cry a little bit. It's a beautiful story. I like it.
Okay.
Have you seen Konosuba?
What?
Konosuba?
No.
Leah, what have you watched? Leah, what have you watched?
I was thinking of one.
Konosuba, you'd call it watchable if you're. Konosuba is good if you're the coolest pedophile in the group chat. Konosuba is watchable if you're not.
I was gonna bring up Food War, but you derailed me.
Oh, I thought we already said Food Wars.
Soul Eater. Soul
Eater's peak.
Peak. I don't care what anybody has to say. It's one of the best. And you don't hear anybody talking about it anymore. It's like an anime that's been forgotten somehow.
To time, but I won't let her be forgotten. She's my child. I will drag her.
My nigga Soul and Make, please. That's the kid, please.
Oh my god. My favorite flower was a Tsubaki flower, like what's it called? A Tsubaki, like a spider flower or whatever she is, because her name's Tsubaki and she was my favorite character. I love Tsubaki. I love Black Star. I loved it.
You want me to feel small so you can feel greater by comparison. Oh.
It's
amazing. My niggas, man.
It's quite amazing.
Assassination Classroom.
Peak. Where else do you put Assassination Classroom? Let's be honest here. Assassination Classroom is so good. I've watched the whole thing I think like 2 times in a row. It's really solid.
I don't know if you've ever seen Castlevania. I don't know if it technically counts as an anime.
Castlevania!
It's peak.
Peak. Big,
Peak.
big, big. I'm trying to figure out what else I've watched. I'm trying to remember. Yuri on Ice. Peak. Peak. I watched the entire thing in one weekend. My eyes were hurting, and all I knew was yaoi and joy. It was the best days of my life.
I feel like there's anime. Oh, Fairy Tale.
I don't want to. I don't have a conversation. I don't want to have a conversation about that because you know how I feel about Fairy Tale.
Nostalgia. But what I'll say is, you know what? I think Taylor's gonna kill me for this. I think it's all. No, she wouldn't. I think she would agree. It's watchable, but to me, it'll always be good. It's watchable at best, though.
Yeah, it's I'll just say that a lot of the older anime get held up by nostalgia, and if you don't watch it when you're 15, you're fucked. Because I tried to get into it when I was 17, and I was like, this is unwatchable. I really tried, and I was like, no, I can't do it. I can't. I really want to try, but I can't do it. I'm trying to remember. I watched other anime. Dan Da Da Dan, who that isn't on here, is good. I wish they'd stop making teenagers get naked in anime. I really do,
That's
because I
why
think Dan Da Dan is so good, but the author is weird, right? What is this urge? Why can't people be high school aged in Japan? Were their high school years that terrible? Like, babe, you don't have to make the toddlers. You don't have to make the teenagers naked. You're doing this of your own volition. No one's making you do this, and I wish someone would stop you. But Dan Dan is objectively pretty good. It's pretty good.
have you seen Soul Eater?
Soul Eater?
Not
Yes,
Soul Eater, Solo Leveling. Sorry.
Solo Leveling. I read the manhwa before it got a anime. It's hype moments and aura. It is, and I enjoyed it. For me, it's the same level of Black Clover, where it's objectively terrible, but I loved it. It's not good. It's generic. It's every generic trope you can put into a generic anime. You push it together. You go, this is Solo Leveling. But if you like slop, if you can admit to yourself that it's slop, you can have a good time. Apothecary's Diaries, which you haven't seen, but I have, is so good. It's so good. I put it at good. I put it right in good. Apothecary Diary is, oh my god, I love Apothecary Diary.
I've heard good things about Kaiju number 8. I've not watched it.
Not watched Kaiju number 8. Oh my god, there's this anime called At the End of the Universe or something like that. It's about a bunch of girls who are best friends, and they end up they're like all trying to go to Antarctica together, and it is unironically, oh my god, I just realized I put it like 5th in my favorite animes list.
You put what?
I put it 5th in my favorite anime list. You watch that, it's just so good. It's peak. It's so peak. There are no girl animes on here, and I think that one goes into girl anime territory. You know what? Yeah. Have you seen Wonder Egg Priority?
I'm sorry. The excitement in your voice for such a ridiculous name was really funny to me. No.
Wonder Egg Priority was what it is. Would I say it's good? Depends on if you can.
By definition, fucking I'm a shonen enjoyer.
I'm a shonen enjoyer, but I like the girl animes that are like really fun and love girlhood. And I think Wonder Egg Priority is a little bit of a shonen, so it does have fighting. It has a lot of fighting and has a lot of battles. It's girls fighting like these demons that come from the sadness of girls. And
you know what that reminds me of?
What?
It doesn't remind me of this at all. This is not the same anime.
Okay.
I was just gonna say Frieren.
Frieren I haven't watched because their fandoms aren't full of Nazis, and it concerns me a little bit.
It's full of terrible people, but it's a very good anime.
Frieren, to each their own.
That I have to be eating through this, but having a tongue piercing is to starve. So I just need a little bit of
Okay. I'm trying to think of another one. What's something that's not on here again? Have you Kill La Kill? Kill La Kill
about so much.
I know, but we haven't placed it anywhere. Kill La Kill is I would put it with a Kame ga Kill? Where would you put it?
I agree.
Kill la Kill is really fun if you're 16, or I watched it
Yep.
when I was around. No, I wasn't out of middle school, so I had to be like 12. You should not watch Kill la Kill when you're 12, but also you cannot watch it after 18. So it's a very complicated anime. Kill la Kill is the type of, I watched Kill la Kill and I would like, I knew something was wrong with Kill la Kill, so I would switch away every single time I was watching it whenever my mom would come in the room, because I was like, nobody can see me watching Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill is
Okay.
not a, like, it feels bad, but also it's so good. So I wish there weren't so many 16-year-olds getting naked in anime. I think that's what's starting to put me off anime as a whole. I'd just be there and I'd be like, man, I really wish this child wasn't naked. And then every single person who's like, you're a tourist because you don't want to see a 16-year-old naked, is the grossest, weirdest, fuggliest man child you ever seen, and he cannot have a conversation with a normal person, so he projects all of his life's wants and needs onto anime, and you try to have a conversation with him, and the whole time you're just kind of sad for him because he has nothing else going on.
Good enough explanation.
Yeah,
That
I
is
love Kill la
that is
Kill
the
though.
problem with anime. It says just too many teenagers being naked.
I just wish there weren't so many teenagers being naked.